Now at 6 and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, flooding is expected along the Guadalupe River this weekend.
And this 18-wheeler went off the road on U.S. Highway 77 near Refugio this afternoon.
And the Tennessee GOP expels 2 Democratic lawmakers over gun reform protests. Now protesters are calling the matter racist.
The good news is that we're looking for shower activity to decrease tonight, and maybe we'll have a weekend out of this after all. I'll have all your weather details coming up in a moment.
And we have the latest on the regional semifinals of the El Campo Ricebirds and the Calhoun Sand Crabs. You won't want to miss these highlights in sports.
You're watching 25 News now at 6. Good evening, I'm Don Brubaker.
And I'm Karina Garcia. Thank you for joining us.
The Guadalupe River in Victoria expected to crest at 27.8 feet Sunday afternoon. Flood stage at 21 feet. That means the extra water will spill out of the river's banks and into the surrounding country. The city of Victoria closed the RV park, boat ramp, Pebble Beach, Fox's Bend, and John F. Lee Drive in Riverside Park Friday afternoon through the weekend due to expected flooding. The Victoria County Emergency Management Office has water rescue crews on standby. Residents can expect some road closures closer to the time when the river is expected to crest.
Important for us to realize that moderate flooding represents some road closures around the Guadalupe River, especially out in the county. River Road, Tibbolete Road, Mexico Road. Also some areas of the City of Victoria Park will also be impacted as well.
If the rain continues upstream, the predicted crest time and river levels will change.
This is an alert day, and there's some pretty heavy rain out there. I got caught in it myself. Mac, how much more can we expect?
Well, I think the good news is that tonight we'll have a couple more bands of showers, but generally by tomorrow things will completely settle down and we may have a weekend out of this. Let's take a look at what we're looking at. The biggest stuff is actually moving offshore, as you can see right about there. There are some showers down south. And of course, we always look south because this stuff is moving up into our region, but Beeville and Refugio right about there, decreasing in intensity. Of course, the rivers are going to be the problem. The in the Victoria area, we've got Riverside Park that's going to be under that flood warning. And then if you go further south, it's under flood warning all the way down to Bloomington. This over here is above Goliad, so this would be the San Antonio River as well. So let's be cautious with river bottoms. They're going to be rising over the next day or so. But will we get to see some sun this weekend? I'll have all that coming up in just a moment. Don and Karina.
Mac, thank you. Here are the current river flood warnings posted for the Crossroads from the National Weather Service. In DeWitt County, a flood warning is in effect now to early Monday morning for Sandy's Creek near Westhoff. In Goliad County, a flood warning in effect until late tonight at the San Antonio River at State Highway 72 near Runge. In Victoria County, flood warning in effect from late tonight to Wednesday morning for the Guadalupe River at Victoria.
Back in DeWitt County, a flood warning goes into effect from Saturday morning to Monday morning at the Guadalupe River near Cuero. For Victoria and Calhoun counties, a flood warning goes into effect Saturday afternoon until further notice at the Guadalupe River near Bloomington. Refugio County Sheriff's deputy is working Friday afternoon with other first responders on this 18-wheeler that went off the road on U.S. Highway 77 about 1 mile north of Refugio.
The Word Journal Spectator reports El Campo police served 4 child pornography possession warrants and 19 other warrants for making invasive visual recordings Wednesday against a student first caught making secret videos on the El Campo High School campus. Booked into the Wharton County Jail Wednesday, 18-year-old Jalen Maki Hawkins of El Campo released Thursday afternoon after posting bond. 3 people rescued from rising water in downtown Houston after heavy rainstorms. The people were sleeping underneath the bridge when they became trapped. Fire department crews used a tower ladder to help them out of the water. Everyone climbed to safety. A Southern California doctor accused of poisoning her husband's tea with Drano has been charged.
We're hearing from both attorneys in the case as the defendant is expected in the court in the coming weeks.
accused of poisoning her husband with liquid drain cleaner. Southern California dermatologist Emily Yu has been charged with 3 felony counts of poisoning and 1 count of domestic battery. But her lawyer claims the woman's husband set her up.
Dr. Chen basically set her up and put spy cameras or hidden cameras in the kitchen to catch her doing that. Then he claimed he was poisoned.
These images center stage for the Orange County District Attorney, who claims it shows the mother of 2 pouring a Drano-like substance into her husband, Dr. Jack Chen's tea, intending to cause him pain and suffering. But Yu's attorney says that's not what is pictured. He claims his client was trying to kill ants in the kitchen.
She does pour the Drano in the cup 3 times to kill the ants. That's not disputed. She absolutely poured the Drano in the cup.
Chen says he set up a hidden camera in his home last April when he says he began noticing a strange taste to the tea. The Orange County DA says these photos capture Yu pouring a substance into the tea on July 11th, July 18th, and July 25th. In Chen's divorce filings, it states he was diagnosed with 2 stomach ulcers, gastritis, and esophagitis. Chen's attorney says he believes Yu didn't want to kill her husband, but make him suffer.
What she did was diabolical. She inserted herself into his morning routine so smoothly. We don't know how long it took him to realize he was being poisoned.
Yu is expected to be arraigned in the coming weeks and could face 8 years if convicted of all counts. In the meantime, her husband has filed for divorce and is fighting for full custody of their children. Melissa Don, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Justin Jones, one of the 2 state lawmakers expelled from the Tennessee House of Representatives on Thursday, says he has no regrets. Jones and Justin Pearson were voted out of the state legislature after they and Representative Gloria Johnson joined protesters to advocate for reform gun measures just over a week after 6 people were killed at a Nashville school shooting.
To me, it's a horrific indictment on the Tennessee GOP, and they ought to be ashamed of themselves. And the fact that they continue to keep their foot on the accelerator when they knew the world was watching really just shows what this Republican Party has sunk to. New lows.
The 2 men who are black were voted out. Johnson, who is white, survived the vote. She called the ousting of her colleagues racist. And this is going to bring us to your viewer poll this evening. Scan that QR code on your screen to vote now. Do you believe the situation in Tennessee was racially motivated, yes or no? According to these results, 55% say yes and 45% say no. We want to hear your opinion on this. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote to participate, and we will have an update on 25 News Now at 10. Now, the Texas Department of Public Safety has released video of the altercation between a state trooper and a Uvalde victim's mother. The incident happened on Wednesday during a student walkout protesting gun violence. The video shows Anna Rodriguez, mother of Robb Elementary shooting victim Matthew Rodriguez, forcibly removed from school grounds as she was trying to pick up her son so that he could participate in the walkout. Someone inside the school opens the door for her, but she is immediately confronted by a trooper who forces her out of the building. This matter is now under investigation.
Hundreds of Houston ISD students and teachers walked out of school Thursday.
This was in protest of the state's takeover of the entire school district last month.
From one side of Houston ISD to the other, we heard the same refrain aimed at sending a message.
We are here to tell the TEA to go away.
That many oppose the Texas Education Agency's pending intervention.
We're here to protest and just show how much we care about our schools and that we do not agree with the TEA's decision.
The current HISD Board of Trustees and Superintendent are set to be replaced by people chosen by TEA Commissioner Mike Morath.
Well, that means that there are going to be people who are going to be making decisions on behalf of all the students, the teachers, the community of HISD who we did not elect.
The deadline to apply for those positions coincided with today's so-called Day of Action.
I applied, but I don't think I have a fair shake. I'm pretty sure it feels like we know where this is going.
Some teachers participating in today's walkouts, done in many cases during lunch or free periods, say HISD does have its limitations. But they're proud that students from across the district are speaking their minds.
They are the future of our city. And so if they're politically engaged, we're going to have a better city.
The Palacios Preservation Association hosting a community meeting on the future of the Luther Hotel. The meeting is tomorrow from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the City by the Sea Museum, 401 Commerce Street in Palacios. People can ask questions about the Luther Hotel, and experts will be there to talk about the future of the hotel. Even though the Luther Hotel is listed on the National Register and is a recorded Texas historic landmark, its future looks grim. And stay with us. Coming up soon on 25 News Now at 6.
3 juveniles in Florida are dead, and police have reason to believe this may be gang-related. Here's a look at Community Crossroads this weekend. We speak to incumbent candidate Brett Baldwin for District 3, candidate BJ Nelson, incumbent Tammy Keeling for District 5, and candidate Rick Jones. And we also learn about the Victoria College bond election.
It is a student success center, and that is a 3-story new build in the center of campus. And it also includes a renovation of our current student center.
News Center 25 at 6 and 10 is also heard on KVNN 1340 AM, Victoria's News Network.
You can enjoy endless entertainment and local news updates for free on our 17 over-the-air channels. Connect your TV antenna to your smart TV in 3 easy steps. Connect the coaxial cable from your antenna to the back of your TV. Select the menu button on your remote and navigate to the correct input of your antenna. Find the channel scan option and click it. Setting up your antenna will keep you entertained and informed with the latest weather updates and emergency information for free. Call or email for questions or more information. Stay connected and stay safe.
Every day we help kids navigate the realities of the world and make healthy, lifelong choices. Kids learn about alcohol, tobacco, and drugs in lots of ways, often from friends and siblings. While kids may hear lots of harmful information, parents do play a huge role in helping them make the right decision. Talking to your child, sitting down to a family meal at night just to discuss how their day went, or encouraging extracurricular activities can make all the difference.
Do you know an outstanding athlete in your area? Go to crossroadstoday.com and submit your nomination for the Athlete of the Week, which is brought to you by Pepsi Cola. Then tune in to 25 News Now on Thursdays 6 p.m. news and Fridays 6 a.m. news to see who will be Pepsi's Athlete of the Week. Support local athletics and submit your Athlete of the Week on crossroadstoday.com for any athlete in the Crossroads area. Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Pepsi Cola, the preferred partner of local athletes.
ABC News, honored for excellence with 41 Emmy nominations, the most of any news organization anywhere. Thank you for making ABC News America's #1 news.
Authorities in Central Florida have arrested 2 juveniles in connection with the recent shooting death of 3 teenagers. Marion County Sheriff Billy Woods says they are still looking for a 3rd suspect. Investigators believe the victims and suspects were allegedly affiliated with criminal gangs, and at some point the 3 suspects turned on the victims. On March 30th, 16-year-old Layla Silvernail was found shot on the side of the road. She later died in a hospital from her injuries. The next morning, a 17-year-old male was found fatally shot on the side of a nearby road. The 3rd victim was found inside a car belonging to Silvernail, and that car was found submerged in a lake.
Thousands of people were in Louisiana Thursday to honor 2 Baton Rouge police officers killed in a helicopter crash last week. Many there were law enforcement who knew the men very well.
Sergeant Scotty Canizaro and Corporal David Poirier died when their helicopter crashed into a cane field in West Baton Rouge Parish early in the morning of March 26th. They were trying to help in a chase. Scott Hodgins knew one of those men well. He worked for Baton Rouge Police for 8 years before moving on to Irving, Texas. He came back from Texas Thursday to honor his friend Scotty Canizaro, who was trained with him.
Scotty was a great guy. I don't know an enemy in the world for Scotty. Always seemed to have a smile on his face or had a good joke or just an upbeat guy. And you couldn't help but to love the guy. losing him definitely hits close to home.
The FAA has changed its first report that the helicopter struck a tree before crashing into a field. They now say the cause of the crash is unknown and under investigation.
The annual reenactment of the Passion of the Christ held in San Antonio today. The moving Christian tradition began with an outdoor procession at Milam Park, with Jesus carrying the cross through the streets of downtown San Antonio. The dramatization ended at the historic San Fernando Cathedral, where Jesus was placed on the cross. The Good Friday event was just the beginning of many scheduled to take place over the Easter holiday weekend.
Good evening, everyone. We are looking at, of course, the hope that things clear up in time for Easter. A lot of people want to get to worship services. The good news is there's a city. It's not raining over us right about now. Will this last for long? All that coming up in a moment.
H-E-B Meal Simple. Delicious, ready-made meals from recipes created by our chefs and ready in minutes. Like family-style orange chicken and hundreds more. For better, tastier meals, the answer is simple. Meal Simple, only at H-E-B.
Hi folks, Greg at Fuller Pep. A longtime customer talked to me the other day and told me they switched to a horse feed from another company because it was cheaper than ours. Before long, the shape of his horses deteriorated and one ended up at the vet. Our equine feeds are formulated to keep your horses in the best condition and maintain peak performance at any life stage. We're not the cheapest, but we sell a superior quality product at a fair price. And in my opinion, that's value. Come see us at Fuller Pep.
Stay up to date with what's happening in the Crossroads by downloading the Crossroads Today mobile app. You'll get instant alerts to your phone or tablet the minute breaking news or weather happens. Only the free Crossroads Today mobile app features weather updates for local sports. The Crossroads Today app gives you the ability to stream our daily newscasts when you're on the go and share pictures or tips straight to our newsroom and so much more. Brought to you locally by Prosperity Bank, with 12 locations serving the Crossroads area.
Counterfeit prescription pills laced with fentanyl are killing our kids by the thousands across the nation. The pills look safe. Can you tell which one is real? Drug dealers are pushing these deadly pills on your kids' social media. It only takes one pill to kill. And it did. You can help stop the fentanyl epidemic. Talk to your kids about the dangers of counterfeit prescription pills. Visit onepillkilled.org.
What makes a great Monday, y'all? An all-new Kelly.
How did you know? That's right.
With Aquafina and Charles Eston.
Well, I heard that you have a crush on Tom Selleck, which who doesn't?
Yeah.
He has been like a crush since I was a kid.
Is he gonna burst through a wall? I would run away. You'd see like a dust cloud. Next, Kelly. I love the cowboy boots.
I love me some Kelly Clarkson.
H-E-B Meal Simple. Delicious, ready-made meals from recipes created by our chefs and ready in minutes. Like stuffed salmon with zucchini, spinach, and tomatoes, and hundreds more. For better, tastier meals, the answer is simple. Meal Simple, only at H-E-B.
Back, everybody. I'm going to start with a different map this evening because, as you can see, we have the city of Victoria right there. And, of course, it's the river bottom over here along the Guadalupe that's going to have the biggest concern with the floodwaters over the next couple of days. I'm talking 2 or 3 days. But the thing I really wanted to bring to your attention is this right here. By the way, this is from TxDOT, so this is supposed to be a very accurate map. All this blue here, that's Highway 77. And it says right here that it is under flood conditions. So those of you traveling south should know flood on Highway US 77 all the way down at least through midnight, maybe more tomorrow as the water moves through. There's water on the roadway. And of course, last night, the biggest concern was that we got heavy rain up in the Gonzales area. And there are many areas from West Hoff all the way down to Cuero and even to Karn City where they're having little flooding. Now the county roads, of course, are the major problems. That's FM 1353, as you see right about there. We also have one up here And so according to TxDOT, we still have roadways that are underwater, and obviously we need to be concerned about that. Now, the rain is ending, but the flooding is continuing, if you can catch what I'm saying, because the flooding occurs after the rain. So now let's take a look at our Doppler, and all the heavy stuff is moved out of the city. There's downtown, and you can see how the warning for the river continues all the way down to the bay. Now, we do have some stormy weather just south of us. This would be Refugio there, so it's down there towards San Patricio County. But again, for the next couple of days, the Riverside Park, the water level will be up high. And of course, if you go further south all the way to Bloomington, there's going to be elevated areas. Of course, this is Goliad, so that's the San Antonio River up near Runging. Now, we were at 6 feet above sea level, or rather, a river is going to rise dramatically up to about 27 feet. That's because of all the rain that fell upstream. So here's the problem, and this is where you want to just stay away from the river bottoms. Now, you have property, cattle, whatever. You had to, make arrangements because the river will be rapidly rising. Now, the good news is that the jet streak that was over us that caused all the stormy weather is beginning to pull out. That's why we got a little bit of a break this afternoon and evening. Tomorrow, it pulls away even further, even though we'll have a lot of moisture to give us some cloud cover. And I do believe that on Sunday, we're actually going to get a break, and I think you'll be fine going to church services. Problem is all of the grassy areas and where the Easter Bunny hangs out is going to be a little muddy. Now, the irony of it all is that right here, this is Sunday, on Monday, we have this fast-moving system that's going to drop back down into our region and give us more rain. So as they say, Don, when it rains, it pours. Who said that? The little Morton girl. The little girl on the salt, yes, that's right. So when it rains, it pours, and we've got more rain coming. Now, here is the future track of precipitation through the next 12 hours. And that looks, a sprinkle or two, that's not bad. But watch what happens as we get from Sunday into Monday. We'll see that next little rain shower coming down through our area with the next front. So all of a sudden, we're in the rain business. Can you believe it? All right, overnight, through midnight, we'll have showers. Overnight, by tomorrow, we'll be seeing cloud cover but less rain. A break hopefully for Sunday, and then that next rain system coming in on Monday, Tuesday of next week. That's your 7-day forecast. Don't forget the QR code. If you scan that with your phone, you can put Crossroads Today, and I'll be able to send you directly to your phone any kind of emergency procedure that we might have to do because of the stormy weather. That's your forecast. We'll toss it back to Karina. Yes, sorry.
Thanks.
Don or Karina?
It's
Rain
okay.
coming this way, yes.
Well, now we're going that way with Gina
way.
Perez.
Hey, Karina, 2 area soccer teams are fighting for their playoff lives. We have the latest after the break.
25 News Now would like to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Go to the link on your screen for more information on how to download.
Sunday and Monday.
This is a showstopper, baby, and I'm ready to kick some butt. This is our best season yet.
We have outstanding singers.
Everybody is bringing the house down.
The final judgment could see.
We hate having to make choices like this.
Some of your favorites going home.
The gloves have to come off.
You're not going to be in our top 24.
Oh, God.
American Idol, new Sunday and Monday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
It's only 2 days, Friday and Saturday at Lax Furniture, and it's really big. Get 2 times the tax savings, up to 50% off select items, and no interest financing. Where else will you get that? Nowhere but Lax.
Please tune in Sundays at 11 a.m. on KAVU Channel 25, Sudden Link Channel 4 to view the First Baptist Church weekly service.
You were aware of the fact that your son is getting high.
Not that evening, we weren't.
It wasn't just boys being boys.
Some people, but not you, were smoking weed, including Alex.
Yes, Your Honor, I do not go near drugs or alcohol.
So you just hang around with people who do drugs and alcohol.
And their crash
What did he say?
That he let Joe drive the car.
could have ended their young lives.
If he kills somebody, it's your fault.
Judge Judy.
Tell me the best place to meet a man. Blessings 4Z says, we met at a funeral. It's dead in here. Let's go to a bar. Monday, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Howdy, Crossroads. The El Campo Ricebirds are on the brink of making more history. Let's find out if they keep their Cinderella story alive. The Ricebird fans traveled well and were loud even in the rain and cold. In the first half of play, the Buccaneers would draw first blood on a free kick, which the keeper blocks but is headed in. 1-0 East Chambers. With 10 seconds left in the game, a desperation free kick by the Ricebirds is perfect and finds Andre Martinez, who heads it in to tie the game, but they can't celebrate too long. They still have overtime. Overtime was uneventful. Now we head to penalty kicks. El Campo up first. Diego Gutierrez does his job. 1-0 El Campo. The Bucks try to answer, but it's blocked by Rainier Spinrath. Go on and celebrate big man. Leonardo Mendez trying to extend the lead, and he does. Right side too high for the keeper. 2-1 Ricebirds. East Chambers finally makes one up. Ricebirds still up 2-1 though. Junior Raymond Moreno decides he's going to blast it up the middle. Keeper was not strong enough. 3-1 Ricebirds. They are 2 goals away from clinching its first ever regional finals berth. An almost must score for the Bucks, but it's wide left. Now El Campo can win it right here with a goal. Can Joel Garcia do it? No, he's wide right. Still score 3-1. Spinrath, though, the goalie, can he come up big with a block to make it to the regional finals? No, it's 2. He picks the wrong side, 3-2. But senior midfielder Alexis Salazar has it to win it, drills it. El Campo with an improbable win after scoring with 10 seconds left on the clock. The Ricebirds make 4 of their 5 penalty kicks, and the Buccaneers only make 2. Here is what the El Campo lone goal scorer in regulation, Andre Martinez, and head coach Audie Jackson had to say about the game.
These kids have everything that you want. I consider them sons. I love them so much. Right now, it's just playing for your boys and playing the game that you've been playing since they've been in Willie Bell Park in El Campo. So it's kind of wild right now still.
So it was a free kick, and coach had raised us all down to go into the box. And I was in the middle. I seen the free kick. It was there, and I jumped up and got it.
El Campo will play tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the regional finals, either against Calhoun or Lumberton. The Calhoun Sand Crabs game is being pushed back a little bit due to the late finish of the El Campo game and having to wait until the Bay City girls soccer game. Calhoun will take on Lumberton, which is coming off a dominating 5-0 win over Hargrave. Lumberton has only lost 1 game all season, and that game went into penalty kicks. So much exciting going on, and El Campo and Calhoun could play each other tomorrow if Calhoun pulls out the win tonight. That's your sports. Donna Karina, back to you.
Thanks, Gina. We're back in a moment. Just in time for Easter weekend, egg producers donate millions of eggs to American food banks.
Victory Kia and Victory GMC want to let you know that you can lean on us. We will award $500 to a deserving winner. Drop off an entry form at any of our participating dealerships in the Lean On Me drop box with your story and contact info. Go to crossroadstoday.com/leanonme for more information or to enter online. You can tune in every other Thursday at the 6, 9, and 10 p.m. news to view our winners. Lean On Me is sponsored by Victory Kia and Victory GMC.
My name is Adarius McCormick, and I want you to know about my new segment, Homemade with Adarius. I will interview amazing people and showcase intriguing places that may be new to you in the Crossroads. Want to show off something homemade? Email us at homemade@victoriatelevision.com. See my new segment on Crossroads Today YouTube channel and Crossroads Today Plus. You do not want to miss this.
power through your to-do list. And create a space that makes a splash. Get steel trimmers and blowers starting at just $129.99. Real STIHL. Find yours.
And finally tonight, egg farmers across America are coming together to provide more than 5.5 million eggs to food insecure families ahead of spring celebrations, including Easter and Passover. Today, Sauter's Eggs out of Pennsylvania donating 36,000 eggs, that is 3,000 dozen eggs, to the Capital Area Food Bank in Washington, D.C. The egg initiative is called Fighting Hunger by the Dozens. Egg, by the way, really have good protein, but of course the egg price has been kind of high lately, and hopefully they're coming down. We know the rain is coming down around here.
The rain is coming down, but hopefully the rain is coming down somewhere else. You know, we're getting a little bit of a break in the rainfall. In fact, we may have a few more showers tonight, but the good news is that your Saturday will be generally cloudy and not rain-free, but shall we say it won't be anything as bad. I'm still optimistic that we'll have a little bit of sun on Sunday, and that's important for, you know, worship services. However, the yard, wherever the Easter Bunny hangs out, is going to be pretty muddy, so just consider where we're going to let the eggs and the kids run around.
We'll see. All right, Mac, thank you. Thanks for joining us. We're streaming 24/7 Crossroads Today Plus.
And we'll see you tonight on 25 News Now at 10.